Hello everyone, this is Chinmay from Make Auto Clinic. Welcome back to our YouTube channel. Many bikes I have shown, many tricks I have shown, many uh, types of bikes I have shown. Today we are going to discuss about in fact I'm going to share the information regarding Honda cbr250r motorcycle. Now this motorcycle is completely full-fed motorcycle. So right now I'm working on the bike for some reason, but I thought of sharing this particular part when you are starting up your work. Now this bike is basically has got a lot of plastic part. So for example, fairing. When you have to remove the fuel tank, you have to almost remove everything from the motorcycle just to avoid all the damages. So let's start up with the fuel tank removal thoroughly. So this is a motorcycle. I have already removed all the plastic parts, fairing and all from the bike because I am already working on the bike. So we have to remove the fuel tank and we have to disconnect properly from the motorcycle. There are total three foundation for the fuel tank which company has provided. Two foundations or two bolts are basically at the rear end, and the front has got one foundation or the one bolt. So you have to remove all the three bolts from the vehicle for disconnection. You have to be very careful, and number two, you have to have proper tools to remove those bolts. In fact, you should have proper tools when you are working in the workshop because we are here to repair the motorcycle, not to damage. Now this has got a cowl, the tank cowl, which is basically tucked in on the fuel tank. You have to be very careful while pulling. You just have to pull the front cover of the fuel tank, and then as you can see there are two tooths basically which are fitted in the grommet. These are the grommets basically. This is the foundation plate for the same plastic cowl. You can avoid you don't need to remove this foundation plate, but it's better to remove everything when you're working on because it may scratch something else. So let's remove the cowl foundation as well. Cowl foundation has got 10 mm and the main fuel tank has got 12 mm socket, this bolt. So you have to use 10 and 12. After removal of the foundation, it's very easy and convenient to tilt the tank basically towards the front side because we will be lifting up the tank from the back side to remove the fuel pump pipe and the connector. These are the critical components of the motorcycle when you are starting up for the work. After removal of all the bolts, just lift up the fuel tank from the back side. Some tanks yeah, in these types of bikes you have to lift up from the front side. Some tanks can be lifted up from the back side. Now we are going to lift up the fuel tank just to disconnect all the connectors basically. This is the power connector for the fuel pump and for the low fuel sensor or the fuel level sensor, and this is the connector or the upper end of the fuel pipe. You can remove the fuel pipe from the top or from the bottom. The bottom side is basically connected to the fuel this injector. I'll just set up my camera. As you can see, the connector basically has got few wires. Remember always, whenever you are removing the connector, you have to be careful. Don't pull the wire, you have to pull the connector body, and the fuel pump is plastic, so you have to be careful when you're working on the motorcycle. Just push the click or the lock inside and pull out the connector. Remember, hold the connector body, not the wire. connector is out. It's very easy. As you can see, this has got a lock. You just have to press the lock from the outside, so it basically unlocks the lug, or the locking point basically, which is given on the fuel pump. Now we are going to disconnect the fuel pipe from the FIP. Fuel pipe is also having plastic connector or the lock, and both the ends are basically plastic. Like fuel pump is also plastic, and so the injector. I'll just show you. I'll just locate you. This is the fuel injector. Whatever the if you feel that you're convenient, you're okay with, or you're comfortable with the upper end, you can remove the upper end of the fuel pipe, or you can remove the fuel pipe from the bottom side from the injector. For this, you will have to use bend nose plier, which is the best tool. Just press both the lugs, both the locks, and pull out the pipe very easily. It's very easy to do. Same way you have to push the pipe inside. It has got a specific window for locking purpose. And then secure the fuel tank and keep it away from the bike. So thanks for watching this video, and stay connected. Thank you very much.